Maldita.es is a foundation here in Spain which aims to debunk disinformation and also advocates for public knowledge, transparency, and how to make people more connected what was happening and more educated.
So when we set up the WhatsApp tip line, we had two reasons to do that. One, it was the easiest way for people to reach us. And secondly, we started seeing that misinformation in Spain basically started and ran through WhatsApp on a very high level. So we started setting up that tip line. It went very well for us. We got 300 questions a day. But when the pandemic came, we couldn't manage it anymore because instead of having 300 questions a day, we started having 2,000 questions a day. And therefore, it was impossible for us to manage it as human beings and as journalists.
And we came up with the idea of an automated bot, which is something trendy these years, but not just for text, which is very easy, but also for other type of disinformation.
Which enables us to answer those 2,000 questions a day and actually give prompt fact-checked information to any user that approaches us.
It will send that content to our backend, which is developed internally by us, and we analyze that content. For example, for images, we extract some information about the image itself, like for example, any text it may contain, but we also run some analysis on that images. For example, we analyze the pixels, so we can know if it's a similar image to any other we have debunked before, and it's on our database. If we get an audio, we transcript that audio into text and then perform a search on our database. So we can respond very quickly to that kind of content.
So instead of having journalists dedicated to organizing the work, we have a system that organizes automatically so that journalists can actually spend their time doing journalism.
30% of all the contents we have are going to be debunked. So it's like 30%. I think it's different between images or text or audio. It changes.
So one of the things that the chatbot enables for us to do as a newsroom, but especially as a foundation that is focused on fighting disinformation as a broad problem, is that we can collect data around misinformation and misinformation pieces, and we can work partnered with universities and academics to study the phenomenon so that we can take data-driven decisions and data-driven policies in the future.
The disinformation phenomenon is not going anywhere. So it's pretty easy to debunk some text, but when you start using audios or you start working with videos, processing that content in a easy way for the user that's sending it to you, I think that's where we are heading.
Winning with this and winning the Innovation Award with a tech tool that enables us to escalate our impact and our mission is very important to us.
So we're pretty excited and pretty happy.